What's up, Jets fans? This is GreenBean, and today we're going to get into some of the nuances of Denzel Mims' fall from grace when we come back. That's right, everybody. This is GreenBean with JetNation.com. Don't forget, if you need Jets talk more than you can possibly imagine, you got to head over to JetNation.com. That's where it's all taking place. And don't forget to join us for our live streams for the game every week on JetNation's YouTube page as well. And you can follow me on social media, GreenBean the Jets fan on Instagram, and Bean the Jets fan on Twitter. So where are we? We got this weird little bubble of time where Denzel Mims, a guy that a lot of us, myself included, are extremely high on, loved him in the draft. He slipped further than most people thought. We got him at pick 58 in the 2020 draft. He came in after having an injury, played really well as far as Sam Darnold being able to find him, and with Joe Flacco, he really looked good as well. Had a couple moments this year, but has seemingly been unable to crack the lineup on any consistent basis until the last 2 weeks when Corey Davis has been injured, Corey Davis being our starting wide receiver. And so Denzel Mims was given a really great opportunity. In the Cincinnati game, he did well and then had one really unfortunate drop, which would have been his first NFL touchdown. And then he had 3 more drops in the Colts game, which were just downright ugly. You don't know what it is with him. So Denzel Mims has looked really good when giving opportunities. When we've given him opportunities, he's looked good. You know, the game one, he had the one catch for 40 yards, comes in for a couple plays here and there, and always seemed to make an impact, even with his limited touches. And when he was starting these past 2 weeks, his blocking was great, had a couple really key blocks, breaking open some running plays, and was also seen leveling some really nice blocks on other receivers' reception. So he was doing that side of things really well. But again, we have these drops, and anybody who knows Denzel Mims knows that he is known as somewhat of a hands catcher, right? Like that's what we call him. That's what we like about him. Catches the ball away from his body, high points the ball well, really tends to succeed in the contested catch area. And all that he does with his hands, known for really great hands. All 4 of these drops in the past 2 weeks have come as the ball hit his body. For some reason, he's allowing the ball to hit his body. So, number one, when a receiver's dropping passes, 99 out of 100 times is because they're thinking, right? They're upstairs, they look away too quick, something. It's usually upstairs. When a guy that you know can catch the ball starts dropping the ball on a consistent basis, it's usually due to a thought process, which could be attributed to the coaching staff, making him think a lot more than he is really used to doing, making him learn 3 positions and all that jazz. Who knows? But another interesting little nugget has floated across my vision when looking up some stats and what's really going on with Denzel Mims. Interestingly, Josh Johnson is Denzel Mims' 5th quarterback while playing for the New York Jets. He obviously had Sam Darnold and Joe Flacco last year. This year he's had Zach Wilson, Mike Effin White, and now Josh Johnson. He's looked good with Zach Wilson when given the opportunity. He's also looked good with Mike White when given the opportunity. All 4 of his drops came with Josh Johnson throwing him the football. So what is that? What does it mean? You know, you hear it all the time. We talk about a receiver and a quarterback needing to get in a rhythm, but mostly what we're talking about is timing. But there is an aspect of receivers getting used to how the ball comes, how the quarterback throws them the ball. So that is in there too. But, you know, how fast he throws it, how slow he throws it, all those kinds of things. Getting used to how a quarterback gets you the ball. Now, what could it be? Josh Johnson, maybe Denzel Mims doesn't like Josh Johnson, right? That's possible. I doubt it. I don't think that's really worth chewing on. And I don't think Denzel Mims is going to throw his career away to make somebody look bad, right? But who knows? But the other thing is, maybe Denzel Mims just, for whatever reason, can't seem to get the timing down with Josh Johnson. Now, when you look at the passes, they all hit him. I mean, they were not bad passes. Maybe they came in a little too fast, whatever it is. But there's something to the way Josh Johnson is delivering Denzel Mims the ball, because he had, one drop in 2020, I think it was? One. He has 4 in 2 weeks with his 5th quarterback throwing him the ball. Now, I don't really know how severe this is. And the good news is that Denzel Mims doesn't have to deal with Josh Johnson for the next little while, because Mike White is starting and Joe Flacco is his backup. 2 quarterbacks that he seemingly had no problem catching the ball from. Obviously, Flacco last year. So Josh Johnson, that's kind of a bummer. He threw for 317 and 3 touchdowns, and they throw him back on the practice squad. Hey, it is what it is. I guess you got to make your 6th-round pick, your trade. The 6th-round pick you traded away looked good somehow, and maybe that's part of it. I also think that they're probably more confident in Joe Flacco, even though Josh Johnson looked well. But it's kind of a bummer still. But either way, Denzel Mims isn't going to have to work with Josh Johnson, at least in the foreseeable future. The other thing is, if Corey Davis comes back, Denzel Mims may have soiled his opportunities to be considered for the active roster, and getting significantly less opportunities now, because when given the chance, no pun intended, he dropped the ball, right? So what do we think? Do you think there's something to this? I mean, there has to be, right? All 4 of his drops in 2 games came with Josh Johnson. Even that touchdown in Cincinnati, that was the 3 or 4 plays when Josh Johnson came in. It wasn't Mike White. Even though Mike White played 90-something% of that game, it was when Josh Johnson came in. That's who threw him that pass, and he dropped it. I don't know what's going on with the passes to the body or any of that sort of stuff, but there's something to this. So let me know what you think. What is it about the connection or lack thereof between Josh Johnson and Denzel Mims? Do you think it's going to bounce back? Where do you think we go from here with this young receiver? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It is appreciated, and I hope you're having a great week. And go Jets.